What's going on, guys? Game Nut here, and I am back on the Madden 15 Ultimate Team, and today I have some big business to go ahead and take care of before we get into the start of our third season here on Ultimate Team. Now, as you can see, this is the decision that I finally decided it was time to make. I'm going to go ahead and let Emmitt Smith enter retirement and pick up a new halfback for this team. But don't get me wrong, Emmitt Smith is an absolute beast. Every single game that I did use him, he 100% of the way had something to do with the reason of us winning that game. So I couldn't thank him enough. He's an absolute productive monster. But I just really wanted to go ahead and pick up a new halfback for this team. So as you can see in the auction block, I decided to go ahead and pick up Thanksgiving Day legend Ahman Green, 97 overall, and man oh man, this dude is an absolute tank of a running back. I mean, I used him for a couple solo challenges before I went into these games, and this dude is just an absolute workhorse. I mean, he just runs over people and drags them, and I'm excited to show you guys what he can really do for this team, and hopefully go ahead and take us to our first Super Bowl of Ultimate Team. So here we go in the start of our third season. We have made it to the playoffs both of our seasons, but I'm looking to go ahead and enter the playoffs again and make it to the Super Bowl finally. And here we go into the start and our kickoff of our third season. I went ahead and changed everything for Packers because of Ahman Green. Playbook, stadium, and our uniforms are all Green Bay Packers, and I'm usually going to go ahead and do this at the start of every season, change our uniforms, stadiums, and playbooks to whatever, team for big pickup that I make. So Ahman Green is from the Packers. So I decided to go ahead and pick up everything Packers to celebrate him with all my team. So at the start of this game, I am playing the Cleveland Browns, and my opponent does start with the ball, as you can see. And he has beast mode in the backfield, and I am an absolute big fan of beast mode. I love the Seattle Seahawks, and beast mode, I think he's by far my favorite player in the NFL. So I always hate going against him, because I just hate seeing him do good against me. So you can see right here, Peyton Manning steps back, completes it to his running back. I believe that was Terrence West who checked into the game, and picks up our first down right there. So now on 3rd and 3, once again to his tight end, Greg Olsen. He picks up another first down right there. So now on 1st and 10, Peyton Manning is stepping back, and he is just short of a touchdown right there. And all he has to do is just hand the ball off the beast mode just like that, and he picks up the first touchdown of this game. So here is my first possession. Deshaun Jackson back deep to go ahead and take this kickoff, and he gets nowhere, doesn't even make it back to the 20-yard line. So here is Ahman Green's first carry of the game. He does get popped right there, but I mean, he finds the hole and he gets 6 yards for us right there. On his first screen play, you can see him go ahead. Look at him shaking dudes off of his back and picking up a huge chunk of yards right there, already putting us on the other side of the field. Man, oh man, what an absolute beast this guy is. You can see right there, he does get stopped on 3rd and 3. And I decided to go for it early here on 4th and 5. And just a short little pass to LaShawn McCoy, who did check into the game. And he gets a nice little over 10-yard gain for us right there. And it keeps this drive alive. So now on 1st and 10 to Larry Fitzgerald. Picks the ball up and goes ahead and just takes that right into the end zone and gets us our first touchdown of this game. So it is all tied up to 7-7 right now. And we kick the ball back off to my opponent. He does go ahead and decides to field this deep from the end zone, and he is just short of the 20-yard line. So now my opponent back to beast mode. He gets nowhere with that play. Now on 2nd and 12, my opponent's scanning the field and picks up a first down right there. But a couple plays later on 3rd and 10, to Greg Olsen once again picks up another first down right there. So there is 38 seconds left in the second quarter. My opponent is trying to go ahead and get some points on the board before we go into the half. With 20 seconds left, TJ Ward goes ahead and gets the interception, and he is going to keep going down the field and gets us in good field position right there. So with 16 seconds left, I'm going to go ahead and try and take advantage of this and get some points on the board. And who else than Ahman Green on the screen pass and gets us to the 40-yard line. So with 10 seconds left, back to Larry Fitzgerald on that same exact touchdown play. He gets us to the 30-yard line and manages to get us in field goal range. So we go ahead and pick up another 3 points right here into the half, and we now have a 10-7 lead into the second half of this game. And on the kickoff, my opponent does get out of bounds, and I don't decide to field it. So on the first run right here, Ahman Green doesn't really get anywhere. But look at that, he's just shaking off dudes and does get a 5-yard pickup. And all of a sudden, the game gets paused. I decided to go ahead and resume this game, but my opponent quits the game. I don't know why he decided to quit the game so early. I guess he got a little bit scared of Ahman Green on breaking those tackles right there, but hey, I will take a free win any day in Ultimate Team. So What a good way to start off the season. We get a first win right now, so I decided to go ahead and just jump right into the second game, not upgrade our team whatsoever. I think our team is very good, so into the second game right now, we are going against the Eagles, and I have some revenge to get against these guys, as the Eagles were the team that went ahead and took me out of the playoffs in our last season. So my opponent did start with the ball at the start of this game. On 3rd and 3 right there, I believe his halfback was DeMarco Murray. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, it was DeMarco Murray. You can see it right there. He picks up a first down. So a couple plays later on 3rd and 7, Peyton Manning. A lot of guys have Peyton Manning nowadays on their team. But Jared Cook goes ahead and picks up a first down right there. And back to DeMarco Murray. This dude finds a hole. A shoelace tackle just before the first down. So my opponent decided to go ahead and hand it off to his fullback, who got a nice chunk of yards right there. Back to DeMarco Murray, who again picks up a nice chunk of yards. And a few plays later on 3rd and goal, my opponent does go ahead, a little dump off, and he gets it to his receiver for the first touchdown of this game. Now, my opponent chewed clock this entire game, or at least at the time being that he had the ball. So he left me with only a minute and 22 seconds left of this game, or excuse me, of the second quarter. So I have to go ahead and use no huddle to go ahead and actually try and get some points on this board. And since my opponent did take off all the time on the clock, so on 3rd and 4 right now, Amon Green. I don't know why I decided to run right into my lineman, but it is now 4th and inches. I'm deciding to go for it. Obviously, I think that I can get it on 4th and inches. And Amon Green, thanks goodness, he falls forward for the first down right there. So now with 34 seconds, Peyton Manning stepping back, almost gets picked off right there. That would have been pretty bad for our team right there. But on 3rd and 10 now, Amon Green, it just kind of, you know, hit him in the helmet right there. So I decided I had to go ahead and punt it. It was 4th and 10. I didn't want to go ahead and risk that and then, you know, letting up some field goal position or even a touchdown at that. So my opponent with 15 seconds left, he is taking a shot deep down the field. And yeah, that went ahead and happened. Allen Hurns is the guy that just mossed my cornerback. Don't ask me how that just happened. But we are down now 14-0 at the start of the 3rd quarter, and we have some work to do. So Amon Green, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of no huddle later on, because I've got to make up for the time being of my opponent chewing the entire clock basically of the first quarter, or the first half at that. And especially when my opponent does get the ball back, I know that he is going to chew the clock once again. So I have got to make up time and just keep going with the no huddle and plowing through with Amon Green, since this dude is a beast. So you can see right here, usually the first guy never gets him on this tackle, so he does go ahead and picks up about 10 yards on that carry. And now on 1st and 10, a dump off to Alshon Jeffrey, bumps off of his defender, and the ball on the field was a fumble, but I'm not quite sure what happened because the play was kind of dead. But right here, back to Alshon Jeffrey. The dude was left wide open in the middle of the field, and of course I'm going to see that and give it to my man Alshon and let us go in for a touchdown. So it is now 7-14 in this game. I've got to make sure that I do not let this guy get any touchdowns or anything at that, not even a field goal on this possession right now. So so he doesn't do any chew clock. I've got to get the ball back and tie this game up. You gotta be kidding me. First play of his drive, DeMarco Murray just said, go ahead and look at my number and read it the entire way while I run down this field. I could not believe that I let DeMarco Murray just do that on the first play. That was 100% my fault. I was controlling Derek Johnson right there. But right here, Jason Witten, he picks up a huge chunk of yards for us right there. While we are down 14 points in 2 possessions, right back where we just were. So Amon Green with the spin moves picks up about 15 yards on that carry right there. We are looking very promising on this drive. Back to Amon Green with the juke move. Picks up another 10 yards right there. I'm telling you, this guy is an absolute beast. And now we are on the 2-yard line. Things are starting to get a little bit slow. I'm not sure what's going on. We're getting some connection problems. But on 3rd and goal, just a few plays later, I'm just trying to get this play off right now. Everyone commits to the halfback draw, or dive, I should say that, and Amon Green to the outside goes ahead and just gets a touchdown just like that and puts us down another 1 possession. So we're going to go ahead and kick the extra point right here, and this is when I decided to stop the recording clip. You'll guys see here in a second. I always do it after possessions are over. And as soon as I go ahead and enter recording again, your peer has been kicked for excessive griefing. I don't know what the hell that means, but we just got another free win at the start of this season. So 2 games right off the bat. neither of us finished, or we didn't finish either one of those games, and we both got the W. Now, the first game, I was pretty sure I was going to get the win. That second game we were just in, I was a little bit iffy about that. It would have been hard to go ahead and pick up the W for that game, but I'm pretty happy about our team right now with Amon Green. He's an absolute beast. I'm glad that we can start off 2-0 on our third season. This is looking very promising for our season right now. But anyway, guys, this is the end of this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you are new to the channel, be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you guys did enjoy watching it, be sure to let me know by leaving a like. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Catch you later, guys. Peace.